Hey, what's up, Hawks Pest Control? Hey, man, my name is Steven. Lisa from your team said to go ahead and shoot this over to you. Um, like I said, my name is Steven. In this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So, by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you could just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine as well. Now, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to jump right into this. The three things I'm going to be going over are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, I know you have many locations, so I'm going to be concentrating on your Wilmington location today. So first, I'm going to go over content. Content is everything, and in your case, it's going to be this locations page. Now, most business owners, they understand that the content on their homepage is important, but they're really unsure of exactly how much content and what type of content Google is actually looking for. So what I did first is I grabbed all the words on your front page and I plugged them into this word counter. So currently you have 1,041 words on your Wilmington page here. So why is that important? Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a homepage or a location page, right? Now, this gives you plenty of opportunity to put in what we call these buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are actually searching for when they're searching for your services with an intent to buy, right? So I went ahead and pulled up the number one competitor in Wilmington for pest control, and that's Kennedy and Son. So I plugged them into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs, and this tool gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. So over the past 30-day, CanadianSun.com was found, their website was found for 60 keywords and it was clicked on 735 times. I put your website or this Wilmington page in the same tool. This page was found by Google in the past 30 days for 27 keywords and it was clicked on 18 times. So, what we can do is go to our competitor, click on their keywords, and see exactly what they're being found for. So, these are the ones we're looking for. We're looking for the buyer intent keywords followed or with the location before. This pinpoints the location, of course, because without this, if it was just like pest control, that leaves you up for global searches, right? So you want that. You want the location. So you can see pest control Wilmington, NC alone, 500 searches in the past month. Pest control Wilmington, another 500 searches, and I tallied all of them down, or I tallied them up rather, going down the list, and it came up to a total of 2,140 searches, buyer intent searches for Wilmington alone in the past 30 days, right? So let's go to your site, see what this location page, what words they were being found for. You don't have those words. So that's the number one thing you'd want to do is you have like Houston and Charlotte on there. You have Pesco, Wilmington, but you don't have the main ones, all those main ones. So you're missing out on a ton of traffic. So my recommendation, you go down the list here, grab all these location-based buyer intent keywords and you get them onto your page so you can be found for that. And not only once, you'd want to find out how many times each of those terms are on Kennedy's site, and say the terms that are on once, you put them on your site twice. The terms they have on twice, you put them on three times, so on and so forth. That way, you're actually getting found for those keywords. So next thing I'd like to go over is citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like pest control Wilmington, NC, studies have shown, studies by Google, mind you, have shown that about 45% of people searching these terms are going to be clicking on a business right in this section here. This section is called the map pack, and this has to do with your Google business profile. Now, a lot of people are under the assumption that this has to do to get ranked in here, has to do with reviews, but that's not the case. It doesn't have to do really with reviews or pictures on your Google business profile. It has to do with citations. And what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory example would be like Angie, Yelp, Yellow Pages, White Pages. There's a ton of them, and I'm sure you guys already have some. But we usually see it's the businesses that have between 300 and 400 citations that usually dominate this map pack here. So the good news is there's tools available that will show us what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So we could literally go see what Economy Exterminators has and how many they have. So for example, if they have 250, you want to go down the list and grab all the ones you don't have already, and then once you have all those, you want to beat them out by at least 50 to 100 citations. So that really puts you on as the dominant factor here in the map pack, right? Okay, so that's citations. Lastly, I want to go over backlinks. Now, this section right here underneath the map pack is called Google's Organic Search Results Listing. And the number one spot here gets the most clicks out of any other spot on the page. And right around 40%, where this splits up to 45%, this is 40% all by itself. And the main driver here are backlinks. So what is a backlink, or what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and it works kind of like an online referral. And the more relevant that site is that's linking back to you, the better. So for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's going to help push you up in the rankings. But since you guys are a pest control company, say there's like McDonald's or something like that linking back to you, even though McDonald's is very popular and gets a lot of traffic, you guys don't sell burgers, so it's not going to do you any good to rank you for pest control if a burger company is linking back to you, if that makes sense. So let's go. I want to go ahead and revisit this tool I showed you earlier. And now I want to look at this section right here. This is the backlink profile section. So we can look at our competitor and see how many backlinks they have. So currently they have 255 backlinks. And that's what's pushing them up to the top, right? So they're being found for their content and their keywords, and they're being ranked through their backlinks. So let's go ahead and look at your Wilmington page. You currently have 7 backlinks coming up to it. So it's not as bad as what it looks like, because actually they're getting 255 links from a total of 53 websites, right? And so what's important is it doesn't matter if they have 1 or 5 or however many backlinks. It's passing the same, what we call authority and power to the site, whether it be 1 or 5 backlinks. The whole thing is it's this site that's pushing them. So literally all you have to do is click on this number right here, the referring domains for your competitor, go down their list. You might have some already, so you'd skip those, but the ones that you don't have, you'd reach out to those websites and you'd acquire backlinks as well. Now, if you did this down the entire list and you had the right content on your page, you would actually be in the runnings for this number 1 spot here. Now, to really push yourself over the top, I would recommend doing that with the top 3 sites, what we just did, and go down their list and get all backlinks from all those sites as well. If you did that, you would eventually take over this number 1 spot. So with the citations, and with more citations than anybody and the right backlinks, you would become the authority when it comes to pest control companies in the Wilmington area. So let's go ahead and recap what we went over today. First thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second is citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate the map pack. And lastly is backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your site, right? To show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to pest control companies in the Wilmington area. Now, if you were to implement this, like I said, it would take a little bit of time, but you would eventually be number 1. Now, like I said at the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself. That's fine. Or you can save yourself some time and book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can reply back to this email or call me at 910-551-2006. Now, I hope this video was educational and it gave you some practical tips that you can implement yourself if you want and start ranking above your competition. At the very least, I just ask that you give me a little bit of feedback on this video and let me know how I did. But other than that, I thank you for your time and have a good day. Bye-bye.